last video, fractions, you may not like them, but they're not hard to do. They follow the same rules. They're just numbers. Only thing I would suggest to you is don't leave any decimals, don't leave any mixed numbers. Everything's got to be an improper fraction or a numerator and denominator. It doesn't have to be improper, but a numerator and denominator. So here, you're multiplying two bases that are like. If you follow the pattern you had earlier, that's just 4 plus 1/2. Well, again, you want to write 4 and 1/2, that's fine, but that doesn't make any sense. You want to write 4.5, that's fine, but that doesn't make any sense. So we're not going to do those. We're going to write this as 4 plus 1/2, which is 8/2 plus 1/2, because we have to find a common denominator. So it's x to the 9/2. Now later on when you get into algebra 2, you'll understand why I make you do that. Because each of those parts of the fraction actually have a meaning. You do something. We're not going to get into that today. We're just going to learn how to add those fractions. Our second example, we've got 2/3 plus 5/3, and don't forget plus 7. Let's go ahead and make that thirds. That's 21, which gives us 28/3. So this is x to the 28/3. And now our last one, our fraction is the power. Now the rule for the powers is we multiply. So this is x squared times 1/2. Well, 2 times 1/2 is just 1. Y to the 8th times 1/2. Well, 8 times 1/2 is just 4. And z to the 3rd times 1/2 is z to the 3/2. So even that just follows the same rules you've been working with. So now stop, go ahead and try the practice. Just follow the rules, take it nice and easy. Don't get stressed out over the fractions. They're simple to do. Find your common denominators to add them, but make sure you leave your exponent as a numerator denominator, not a mixed number and not a decimal. And I did throw you one little curveball. Let's see how you handle it. All right, first example. We have x to the 10th and 3/4 and 1. So if you want to combine those, that's 11. And that's really 44/4 plus 3/4. So we get a solution, or we simplify this to x to the 47/4. Piece of cake. And now the curveball. So the x to the 4th is simple. X to the 4th to the 1/2. That's just going to be x to the 2nd. Y to the 5th to the 1/2 is just going to be y to the 5/2. Z to the 1/2, well, that's simple. That's just z to the 1/2. But that leaves us to 16. Well, if this was a number like 3, we'd go 16 times 16 times 16. We'd cube it. But it's not. It's a fraction. So we can't halve it. That doesn't work. It's not the same logic. We have to think half as far as, or 2 as far as multiplication in reverse. So we actually take the square root of 16. That's why I put a 16 and not a 17. The square root of 16 is 4. So we get 4x squared, y to the 5/2, z to the 1/2. Tricky, but fun.